What's up guys, Crypto Roman here. Let's talk about Bitcoin mining. Big topic, I know, there's a lot to get through. In this video, we're just going to focus on the why. So the how aspect, how Bitcoin mining works on a technical level, I'm going to save that for a separate video because I feel like most of the videos you watch, you try to cram it all into one and it doesn't quite work out. So the how will be dealt with later. For now, we're only going to look at the why. So I'm sure most of you have looked at a couple of videos already trying to get a rough introduction to Bitcoin mining, and it usually leads off something like this. Bitcoin miners process transactions. Yes and no. So the reason why I say that is because technically everyone who runs Bitcoin software and takes part in the Bitcoin network, they already process transactions. And what I mean by that is that they check them. So if I receive a transaction, I'm checking to make sure that it's valid and that it's not breaking any rules, that it's not spending money it doesn't have. So there's nothing really unique to miners that separates them from the rest of the network that already does that. So I feel like it's a little bit wrong to say that mining is all about processing transactions. The only thing that miners do, which is unique to them, is creating blocks. Now if you don't know what a block is, you need to watch a blockchain video. I'll have a link to that in the description down below. But watch that, come back, and let's pick right back up. They make blocks which form the permanent part of your ledger. And the reason we need miners to do that is because you need to rely on someone to bring the whole network back to consensus every 10 minutes by telling you that, hey, these are all of the transactions that can now be locked away. They've happened, secure them, that's it. They cannot be undone. Fixed. Now, we impose a cost onto miners because we want to tackle what's called censorship. And we need to do that because if you're relying on someone to give you a block, yes, they can give you a block full of valid transactions and they can all meet the criteria of the network and they're all valid, they're all fine. But if that person decides that actually I don't want to let this guy or I don't want to let that company put any of their transactions on the Bitcoin network, they can just remove those. They dictate what forms the permanent part of the ledger. So it's a tremendous amount of power for them to have over the whole network. And we need to keep them honest by making them pay for making blocks. That's right, mining is very expensive. So let's dig a little bit deeper into this concept of making miners pay. When I say there's a cost, I mean that in real terms. There's an actual electrical power cost and there's a time cost. We'll explain how in the follow-up technical video, but for now we just need to understand that miners actually impose a cost on themselves in order to make a block. Now that may deter some people from acting badly, but not necessarily. So if you want to censor certain transactions, you're more than likely willing to accept a fee for doing that. That's okay by you. But we rebalance this by introducing a reward. So you may be prepared to accept the cost of censoring transactions, but you're now competing with other people who are chasing the reward. And those people may not have the same agenda as you. They probably don't. They probably just want to get that reward for creating a block. Yes, they pay a fee for the attempt, but they also chase the reward, the payment that they receive by successfully doing so. And that rebalances the number of people in the network mining and their intentions. So you're relying on the fact that as a whole, most people taking part in Bitcoin mining are doing so in good faith. They're doing so chasing the reward. So that explains, I hope, the why, right? So let's summarize. We need miners to create blocks. We're worried about them censoring transactions. Therefore, we make them pay a price for the attempt to create a block, but we also reward them for successfully making one. Therefore, we have a balance of people that are prepared to risk it, to try and censor transactions on the off chance that their block is the one that makes it, is the one that's accepted. But at the same time, they're competing with everyone else, just chasing the reward. That hopefully keeps the network balanced, and that's how the whole ecosystem works as a whole. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to speaking with you in the next one, the technical one, where we get into the more meaty aspects of Bitcoin mining and how it really works. So I'll see you there.